Hello, my name is Steve. I'm from Zurich, Switzerland. I'm a teacher, but I work in the field of digital media in education, in learning. So I go to schools and I make lessons and keynotes about how can we use digital media in the learning process in schools. So I'm very interested in how storytelling works because I think in the field of schools and learning, it's very interesting that the kids and the students and the children are very engaged in different forms of storytelling, in cartoons, in comics, in books, in films, in games. And the school has not a lot of answers how to include these different media forms into the process of learning. So usually we use books and the teacher is speaking some information, giving some information, but I think we should all learn about why we are storytelling, how engaging storytelling can be, and use these mechanisms and these rules to make better schools, to engage students and kids more in school. So what has inspired me a lot, I also have to mention, we have seen it before, the book from Jonathan Gottstahl, The Storytelling Animal. I really think this is a very easy to read and nice book about why we are telling stories from the moment we are born. So for teachers and schools, it's important to understand that when kids are gaming or reading or looking films, that this is all a way of storytelling and listen to good stories. And what I really like at Jonathan Gottschall that that he takes the different forms of media very equally. So he don't say the books are better or the films are better. He says a good story is a good story, and we like to hear good stories and to engage ourselves in good stories. It's not so important if we see the story in a game or in a book or in a film or in a song, so or in a picture. I really love this idea. It's important for schools who has always been a little bit yeah, they don't like to use cartoons, films, pictures, games, etc. in schools. So he's really cool about these things. Because I love comics, I loved comics as a kid, I love comics now as an adult, I like to make and create own comics. So Scott McCloud is really inspiring. I think the two books from him, it's Richtig lesen in German and it's Neu erfinden, but Scott McCloud has also a very, very good website. So these are two wonderful books. He's explaining why cartoons are working, how they are, how comic strips are working, how images are building stories, and cartoons and comics are making stories, how you can tell stories with cartoons, images, how they work, what is the possibility in digital comic distribution, in making comics on computers. And I think this is a really, really inspiring and very nice nice books in his unique illustrational style. He's very very good in telling stories with very few images. And I think all teachers, I mean, these are not games for kids, but I think it's important for teachers and people who work with kids and students and young adults to understand why they are so fascinated in games. So I think you should game by yourself. And I really like to game. These are some games I played last years, and I really love the way they are telling stories, how they engage us, how we can go into the story, how deep we can go into the story, that we are a part of the story, that we can influence the stories. And this is really interesting in the idea of how can we gamification the lessons, the school. And I think every teacher should play sometimes some games. So I haven't played all the games through, but I really liked the ideas and the way stories are told, and like here in World of Warcraft, in a real big society, in a network, um, how you can get involved in a story and influence the story with lots and lots of other peoples around the world. So that's from my part. Thank you very much. I really love this MMOC. I think it's very interesting. It's very good made. I think it's a very interesting form of education. And yeah, stay tuned and bye bye.